So before I go and do some cleaning in the basement, got my cleaning clothes on. I thought I could have story time. Usually I read this little book to Juniper, but I haven't been able to do that. I'm not gonna say how many days it's been, because that makes me sad. But this piece of paper, Neil has been carrying around with him for some years, he said, and every once in a while he comes across it and says it's usually at just the right time. And so he found this piece of paper probably about the second week of quarantine for this house, and it's very good. So I thought maybe today is the day to read it. It's raining out, it's story time. Okay, so it's the title is "We Were Made for These Times," from Letter to a Young Activist in Troubled Times, Clarissa Pinkola Estes. Do not lose heart. We were made for these times. Ours is a time of almost daily astonishment and often righteous rage over the latest degradations of what matters most to civilized, visionary people. The luster and hubris some have aspired to while endorsing acts so heinous against children, elders, everyday people, the poor, the unguarded, the helpless, is breathtaking. Yet I urge you, ask you, gentle you, to please not spend your spirit dry by bewailing these difficult times. Especially do not lose hope, most particularly because the fact is we were made for these times. Yes, for years we have been learning, practicing, been in training for and just waiting to meet on this exact plane of engagement. I grew up on the Great Lakes and recognize a seaworthy vessel when I see one. Regarding awakened souls, there has never been more able crafts in the waters than there are right now across the world, and they are fully provisioned and able to signal one another as never before in the history of humankind. Look out over the prow. There are millions of boats of righteous souls on the waters with you. In any dark time, there is a tendency to veer toward fainting over how much is wrong and unmended in the world. Do not focus on that. Understand the paradox. If you study the physics of a waterspout, you will see that the outer vortex swirls far more quickly than the inner one. To calm the storm means to quiet the outer layer. The writing is blurry. To it to swirl. To cause. It's a U. To cause it to swirl much less. To more evenly match the velocity of the inner core till whatever has been lifted into such a vicious funnel falls back to earth, lays down, is peaceable again. One of the most important steps you can take to help calm the storm is to not allow yourself to be taken in a flurry of overwrought emotion or desperation, thereby accidentally contributing to the swale and the swirl. Ours is not the task of fixing the entire world all at once, but of stretching out to mend the part of the world that is within our reach. It is not given to us to know which acts, or by whom, will cause the critical mass to tip toward an enduring good. What is needed for dramatic dramatic change is an accumulation of acts, adding to, adding more, continuing. We know that it does not take everyone on earth to bring justice and peace, but only a small, determined group who will not give up during the first, second, or 100th gale. One of the most calming and powerful actions you can do to intervene in a stormy world is to stand up and show your soul. Soul on deck shines like gold in dark times. To display the lantern of soul in shadowy times like these, to be fierce and to show mercy towards others, both are acts of immense bravery and great necessity. Struggling souls catch light from other souls who are fully lit and willing to show it. If you would help to calm the tumult, this is one of the strongest things you can do. There will always be times when you feel discouraged. I too have felt despair many times in my life, but I do not keep a chair for it. I will not entertain it. It is not allowed to eat from my plate. The reason is this: in my uttermost bones I know something, as do you. It is that there can be no despair when you remember why you came to earth, whom you serve, and who sent you here. The good words we say and the good deeds we do are not ours. They are the words and deeds of the one who brought us here. In that spirit, I hope you will write this on your wall. When a great ship is in harbor and moored, it is safe, but there can be no doubt. But that is not what great ships are built for. This comes with much love and prayer, that you remember who you came from and why you came to this beautiful, needful earth. Clarissa Pinkola Estes is the author of Women Who Run with the Wolves. Miigwech. How long did that take? 7 minutes. Alright, I don't know if anyone's going to listen to the story, but I thought it was pretty good, and yeah, this was the day, I guess, to pick it up and read it again. There's a little piece of art and a coffee stain. The art is by Judy Broch. All right, time to go do some cleaning. Love y'all. Happy lonely rainy day. It's okay. It's gonna make more things green and more flowers will bloom. All right, bon appetit until we meet again.